What is it going to take for a man to be emotionally, spiritually, prepared to connect with a woman for the first time that's making a lot more than them? What do they need to do in order to be comfortable?
Ooh.
And is that, dynamic something that you've seen work in relationships?
That's such a good question, because if I'm being honest, I don't know if my fiance and I, if we met now, would be together.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
I don't know if he's going to like that I said that, but I think I'm taking into account a bunch of other things,
Yes.
right? Like how busy my schedule is, how I am living in a gazillion different places. I'm only in one place every single week. But
you have history, but if you were meeting now, it'd be different, right?
Well, I think about, like, I was talking to him because I was talking to some other creator friends. I was like, I don't know how I would date now. Like, I don't know who would even possibly be cool with the lifestyle I have.
Right.
We have history. Like, you knew me back when I was swinging from the chandeliers in my early 20s. Like,
which probably makes him even more desirable for you because he knew you before you met.
Because he liked me when I was just little old me with my roach-infested apartment. He was helping me move out. Like,
right.
He liked me then.
Exactly.
When, I was at my worst. And now that, I've struck it big, like, he's the first person I want to call when something good happens.
Yeah, that's cool.
And when I go on vacation and we are just, watching a movie on the iPad every night, like, that's my happy ever after.
That's cool.
Like, you get to have that moment and you're like, we did this together.
That's cool.
I have seen relationships where the woman makes significantly more work. I think for men, you have to ascribe value in yourself that isn't tied to a dollar sign. So what do you bring to the table aside from just an income? Because for so long, this traditional sense of like breadwinner, back in our grandparents' parents' days, it made sense because you could survive off of a single income.
Right.
And, your wife would be at home making you dinners, da-da-da-da. Now, more and more people have to be in dual income homes. And for some men, when they see women who are making a ton of money, like, if they can't hold up their end of the bargain, they feel lesser than. But if a man can really do, and you have to do a lot of soul searching to do this, is like, I am able to bring to the table love and compassion and care, and I take care of the home. I have an incredible relationship with my children. I am able to support my wife in a way that, if I was working full time, maybe I wouldn't. Or, even if you are working full time, like, I still support my wife. I am the person who does all of the planning, who manages XYZ in the house. Like, you have to find value in other places.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think of like the little things that I value that my partner does. Like, he knows how crazy busy I am. So he'll be like, I have picked the location of our next vacation. I'm like, all right, tell me where we're going. And he does all the research. And he's like,
cool.
We're going to take this flight to this thing. We're going to, make this transfer. This is the hotel we're going to stay at. Right. And I'm like, cool, love it, done.
Right.
Like, I don't want to have to think about it twice, but he loves doing that.
That's cool.
And
he's also contributing financially. It's not that he doesn't have any money.
In any other reality, he would be the breadwinner.
Right.
He makes a ton of money.
Right.
I own my own company.
Right.
So it's a different ballgame.
It's a different ballgame. Do you think women can truly respect men if they are making a lot more than them, meeting and kind of dating at that point when they're already making more, not kind of building up and making more eventually, but do you think women can truly respect the man they're with if they make a lot more than them?
I'd like to think so. I hesitated for too long, didn't I? Yeah.
You'd like to think so, but I don't know. I'm just from the experience of like the research you've done, the industry you're in around money, the financial world, the people you know. Do the women truly respect them? Can you, or is it always a little something underneath the surface that's like, okay, he adds value in lots of other ways, but I'm providing financially for this life. Do you feel like the woman can truly respect that man?
I do, because I've seen enough examples of it. I, know quite a few women who make more than their significant other. My mom made more than my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And
But that was after a period of time. It wasn't like they met and she's making a lot more in the beginning, right? When they were like in their 20s. You see what I'm saying? It's like they grew up, and
that
then she
admittedly,
started to
I'm not 100% sure. I
Right.
know that since immigrating to the U.S., my mom had an easier time learning the language than my dad did.
Oh, that's good.
So she's always made more money.
Gotcha.
I know, all of my women creator friends all make more than their significant others. I mean, take Margot Robbie, for example. Her husband was, I think, like a producer or part of like the crew on one of her shoots. And they met. He ended up just being like someone she gelled with so hard. And now they're married.
Right.
And I think it works. I do think like you can, like, I think society ties so much of human value and respect to the dollar value next to your name. And it doesn't have to be that way.
Right. That's great.
People who are actually rich, like be rich, they're not concerned about impressing you.
Very interesting.
They do not worry about what you think about them.
How can we be prepared for what's to come financially? What can we do today to start being better prepared so that we are not as affected as we could be?
I think diversification is really important.